Victorians were left flabbergasted last week when the Chief Health Officer admitted there was a loophole in the rules that allowed people who tested positive to coronavirus out of their homes for exercise. Well, under the state of disaster, that loophole has now been closed and they must stay at home in their homes for that full 2-week period. Those who don't comply now face a $5,000 fine, the single largest fine Victoria Police can issue on the spot, and that can be ramped all the way up to $20,000 through the courts for willful multiple offences. This comes after it was revealed that after more than 3,000 door knocks on positive cases, more than 800, nearly a third, were not at home when they should have been. Now, to help with this, an extra 500 ADF personnel and 300 authorised officers are being deployed, and it won't just be positive cases that are door knocked but also close contacts. Further to that, they won't just be door knocking once within that initial 24-hour period but at multiple and random times as well. Now, yesterday Victoria Police issued 161 fines for non-compliance, 60 of these to people not wearing masks. Officers worried about a rise in COVID-denying sovereign citizens who refuse to comply with their directions or instructions. One such case in Frankston where an anti-masker allegedly assaulted police.
During that time, they approached a 38-year-old woman who wasn't wearing a mask. After a confrontation and being assaulted by that woman, those police officers went to ground and there was a scuffle. And during that scuffle, this 38-year-old woman hit the head, smashed the head of the policewoman several times into a concrete area on the ground. That behaviour is just totally unacceptable. That's someone who thinks they're above the law.
Now, Pete, that is horrific, but most people are doing the right thing, and Premier Daniel Andrews has thanked them for it. He's tweeted these photos, very eerie photos of very usually busy Melbourne roads now completely empty. Punt Road, Flemington Road, the Eastern Freeway, not a car in sight, and that will be the norm going forward for the next 6 weeks. From tomorrow as well, all of those travelling on those empty roads for work will require a permit from the government, with the only exception for healthcare workers who can show their hospital ID.